I met Elio in high school. We went to high school together, and with the my relation with the music. Well, it started like,
Is he quiet?
of course.
Is he quiet? You need to speak up.
Okay,
Say.
me and Elio met
That's good.
louder. Okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So I and Elio met in high school, and my relation with music started like with club music. Started like probably a little bit like going to clubs like Sunday afternoon when I was 13, 14, and I started liking that kind of sound. At that time they were playing some trance progressive music, but I still didn't know what it was. I couldn't define it exactly. So, but when I met Elio, he was already more into that than I was. So he started like our relation and my relation with like electronic music started with Elio like burning some CDs for me, and I was like listening and dancing to those CDs like in my bedroom at home, and I started, of course, like liking it more and more. But still, I could recognize good music from bad music, but I still would just dance and listen to what I was fed. I wasn't still digging into music at that time. And the first times that I went to techno music events, I was probably like 17, and they were organizing like these big techno events in this like fair space in Firenze, and yeah, like Elio had been already there a few times, and he was talking a lot about these events, and so I went, and I loved the power of the music, and of course the music that they were playing, and that, yes, but that was like the only place that I was going to at that time. Okay, they are organizing an event there. Fortezza da Basso, no, was this big space in Firenze. Okay, I go there and I dance. Then there was like this event like that really struck me. We went for holidays in Greece when we were 18 years old after high school with Elio and other friends, and Elio knew a bit more about this DJ, but I really didn't know him. And we went to Mykonos, this island. There was this club, Cavo Paradiso, and we went to listen to Richie Houghton. And I didn't know him. And we listened to the set, and they were like playing. There was like the event was like going on until like morning, until midday the next day. So like we danced this like wonderful music. I was like amazed by how beautiful this music was, by how it was like capturing me, like have me dancing, and yeah, we danced until like sunset, and I remember like the sunset on the sea, and like the beautiful sensations that it gave me. And from that moment on, I went into minimal music, minimal tech, and for some years it was minimal tech. Like the aim was mainly like, okay, where is Richie Houghton playing? Let's try like to find him. Of course, other DJs. And then another event that really changed my relation with like enjoying electronic music, techno music, was going to this festival in Rome in 2006 when I was 20 years old. The festival was called Dissonanze. So I went there, and there were like a lot of good, not only DJs but musicians playing live, like a lot of amazing music. Like I remember like Matthew Johnson playing live and Dave Clark DJing. Or Sleep Archive, DJ Cozy, And again, I was amazed by by this thing, festival, like a lot of international DJs playing at the same event, like delivering like great music. And from the moment on, like I've been a lot into festivals. Of course, with time, then I learned to select the festivals that I like, because it's not only the music, of course, it's mainly the music, but it's also about the environment, so the people that go to a certain event, and the whole environment that makes like the whole experience. And what else, like, and for me, like listening to techno music, electronic music, house music, it's always been about traveling with my mind, because music has to have me traveling, like tripping. That's what, yeah, of course, like I wanna dance, but like I dance more when like it takes my mind, it makes me trip. So that's what I look for when I go to listen to music, or even when I just dig into music from at home, and I collect my own music. I think it's a good opportunity for Tucson to have somebody like him, that he is very fond of music, and he has a lot of experience, because he's been like listening and going to dance electronic techno house music almost like for like 15 years. And of course, like the European/Italian scene is different from the US scene. Of course, they are complementary, because Detroit has created and has given to the world like great techno music. At the same time, Europe too, especially the UK probably, has given, and Germany too, Berlin, like especially like modern, like in more recent years, in the last 15-20 years. So like somebody that has experienced a lot of music, has lived a lot of things in Europe, can bring a lot of material that is not known in the US by most people, of course. And especially for what I understood in Arizona, Tucson, that it hasn't like a long or like a very intense history with electronic techno or house music. So yeah, it can like do a lot of good, like trying to trying to give life to a techno electronic music scene in Tucson. I think it's worth doing it. It's worth doing, because everybody deserves to have good techno music. So, I mean, it's good that he's trying to, and I think he will succeed, because, I think every genre has had its time. I mean, of course, like classical music is still like performed and composed, but like in my vision, probably I'm wrong, but like its time was like in the 18th century / 19th century. Rock, like the great time for rock music, like where the best albums were like created, it was probably 50 years ago, like 40, 50, 70 years ago. I think this is the time of electronic music. There is more. What I want to say, I love other genres. I listen to rock music. I listen to Italian music. So I love music in general. But I think there's in electronic music there is more to explore, more to discovery. So it's the new thing where more interesting things come out. This could be just a subjective matter, because maybe I listen to electronic music, so I see a lot of innovation in electronic music, and I'm so blind that I don't see it in other genres. That could be. So I don't know, but that's what I think, because if I listen to rock music, I listen and I I always listen like to older albums. I don't really get intrigued by new things, but by many new things. Of course, there are good things in every genre, but with electronic music, I see like new ideas and new genres like burning like yearly, and so yes, I mean it's important that if in some place doesn't have like a strong electronic music, let's say electronic music culture, to try to increase it, try to expand it, and to deepen it. I think it should be done. Elio could be able to build something big in Tucson. I mean, I can't foresee that, but I wish him, and I think it's possible. And and I also wish him like to also become international. Like if he would be able, like besides DJing, to become like big at the international level, you need to produce good music. I've heard like some good things made by him. Hopefully he does even better, and he will be recognized as an innovator, as a great musician or DJ, like even outside Tucson, outside Arizona. I wish him.